Hey everybody, this is Wise Man White again from the Tech Temple. Just gonna do a video over Launcher Pro. There's a lot of people out there asking, what is Launcher Pro? What does it do? How does it work? What options are there? So I'm gonna show you. Use my hero. First of all, what is Launcher Pro? It's a launcher just like any other thing. Like Sense comes with a launcher. Pretty much is how you navigate around through your home screens. And what Launcher Pro does, it enables you to change how you want to navigate through these home screens. Changes the app drawer, lets you pick what icons you want at the bottom, and has a widgets. So I'll show you those three things, and after that I'll also post another video. If you just go to techtemple.com and subscribe, I'll send it out to you guys for free, no charge. It's just going to be a advanced version of how to do some stuff, like how do you get your skins, where do you get these icons from, how do you change your icons, and how do you change the dock. So let's get to it. Once you go to Launcher Pro, it's in the app market. There's a free version and there's a paid version. The paid version, you'll get the widgets, and you can also skin Launcher Pro. So here's the Launcher Pro menu. So I'll show you the general settings. One thing you can do that's nice is, let's say you have some apps in your drawer that you never use or you never want to see, they're just in the way. They came with you have Verizon or Sprint or AT&T, and they have some apps on there that you just don't want to see. You can use the hidden app list and pick it, and what you can do is you can hide those apps that you don't want, and they will never show up in your app drawer again. And there's also scrollable widgets, and what scrollable widget enables you to do. So I'll show you my there's my plume. And so let's say, like, normally if I don't have scrollable widgets checked, like once these come up, I wouldn't be able to scroll through these tweets. I wouldn't be able to look at this calendar, and I wouldn't be able to do this. It'll be static. It'd be like me doing this. So once you turn scrollable widgets on, you can do that. So that's the general settings. The home screen settings, that's where most of the options are. Number of home screens, 7. So you can set how many home screens you want. Some people like 3, some people like 5, some people like 1. You can just change it to however many you want to, from 1 to 7. I have 7 on right now. And if you do have 7, you can set what you want your default to be. So what that means is, every time you hit the home button, where do you want it to go? I have mine going to screen 4, which is the middle of 7. That's where I have mine going. And also in the home screen settings, virtual looping and trackball scrolling and transition effect. So trackball scrolling, of course, self-explanatory. You have a trackball or you have a trackpad. You can just use this to scroll through your screen instead of swiping. Virtual looping is real nice. What virtual looping is usually when you get to the end of the home screen and you try to swipe over again, you can't go. It just stops and it bounces back. If you put that on, what you can do is once you get to the end, it'll wrap around to the other side, which is nice. It just wraps right around. And like I said, like Launcher Pro, like it's pretty fast. There's no lag in me going through all these screens. And it also has the expose feature. And transition effects. This is one real cool thing about Launcher Pro. So as you saw, mine kind of from left to right. Whatever you move, one would get smaller, one would get bigger. They also have rotate. I'll show you that one. So rotate that's kind of going to be like pretend there's a pin up here, and all your widgets revolve around that pin. So that's one transition effect they have. Another effect that they have, the flip. I think the flip is pretty cool. If you see, I'll just use this. It kind of flips all the way back, kind of like a card. So that's pretty cool. And like no matter which one you pick, it's still going to be It's still pretty fast. So I'm going to go ahead and set mine back to whatever I had it to scale. And behavior settings. So another nice thing about this is if you have a stock phone from AT&T or Sprint and it's got HTC Sense on it, when you rotate your phone to the left or to the right, your screen doesn't move. It just stays static just like this. What's nice about Launcher Pro is once you rotate your screen, it'll rotate your dock and it'll rotate your home screen to the left or to the right. So, and all your widgets and everything, they also rotate. Your bar, your dock still works, and same thing. I'll show you with the show you the other side to show you that it does both ways. And I can still it loads a little bit when it switches, but once it switches, like, you can operate it normal. I can still use the scrollable widgets, go up and down. I can still use the bar. So that's real nice. Instead of having, so some people like to hold their phone sideways, and if you have a normal launcher, you can't do that. And while I'm on the home screen, I'll also show you one thing that Launcher Pro has is widgets. My widget is skin right now, and like I said, in the next advanced video, I'll show you guys how to get the skins and where to get them, and I'll also show you the dock bar. But this is my calendar, my agenda, and what's also nice is you can press this calendar button. It takes you to the calendar. The calendar is scrollable. If you want to click on an event, it takes you right to the agenda. If you want to add one, you can just add it from the plus bar. You hit the plus sign and it goes right into there. You can add your event details. And here's also the messaging widget, which is nice. So I can just look in here and see what people are saying. I don't have to go into my widget and then say, hey, who texted me? I can just go ahead and look, like, real quick. If you want to compose a message, you can just hit this compose button and it'll compose right here. Looks like a little note, and it takes you right to your message. It asks you what your default is, so I set my default as handset and it takes you right there. You can also, let's say you get messages but you don't want to open it up, because you can, of course you can see it right there. So you just hit this check mark and it says everything is marked as read. And if you want to open up your app, your stock messaging app, you just hit this message button and it'll take you right to your app. And one last thing I want to show you is the dock. So the dock is nice because instead of going into your app drawer, which Launcher Pro also has 3D, you can kind of see it, my stuff dripping off of it and the side. It's pretty cool. But instead of having all your going to the app drawer or having icons on your home screen, you can just pick one of these. So let's say I want my Gmail. You can tap that and it'll go to your Gmail. And it also shows you how many unread messages you have. Just like you can put the message icon down here, it'll tell you how many messages you haven't read. You can put the call down here and you can see how many missed calls you have. And you can change these icons. Like, you don't have to have it in this order. Let's say I don't want pictures right here. I want to have a different icon. You hold it and it says change shortcut. And once you pick your shortcut, you can change the icon and you can change the swipe gesture action. And what the swipe gesture action is, you can pick a swipe for each icon you have on the bottom, and you swipe up. I have my swipe up to check my messages. But you can have bookmarks and a few other things. But like I said, that's my overview of Launcher Pro. I'm going to do a more in-depth one. Like I said, just go to thetechtemple.com. When you get there, it says subscribe. Put your email address in, free, and I'll send you the next video that shows you some more about this dock. Like, you can make it match your background. Let's say you have a black background and you want your dock to glow, you can make it glow. I'll show you how to do all that. So this is Wise Man White from the Tech Temple. Thanks again for the support and checking me out. And I'll see you guys later.